The fourth part of our course is focused on the event itself. In this video, you will get to know what to expect and how to evaluate the educational process of the event. Before the official start, it is your main task to prepare the space, the lending system, papers and rooms. Remember to have a complete contact list of books in case of their delay. You prepared already everything, so it is time to welcome the books. After that, the actual reading can start, and at the end of the day, we will reflect on what happened and what we learned out of our experience. After all the books have arrived, everybody sits in a circle and you introduce the flow of the event and practicalities, like where the toilets are, when readers arrive, when you finish, information about food and drinks. After this logistic part, there is time to remind everybody why you are all there and what is each role's task. You should introduce your team and explain the roles. After that, according to the time you have, you should let books to get to know each other. We usually start with saying the book title and the others guess which person is that. Our good practice is that the first reading is in between the books. They read the catalogue, choose a book and have 15 minutes of first round of reading. After this tryout, librarians go to their place and volunteers support the librarians and the books or promote the event in case of open setting. When first readers arrive, you should have an intro speech of 20 seconds, explain the rules and let people choose a book. If you see that they are confused or scared, you can help them by promoting a specific book. The readers sign the rules and the librarian indicates the directions to the table where the book is. The books need some time to rest. After each reading, you should check if they need anything. Everything has to be written in your lending documents. If the book goes for a cigarette, you need to know it. To be sure that your book is okay, there always have to be one person from your team to check the mood of the books. After the reading, you need to get feedback from the readers. For that, you have a special table and a questionnaire. You should talk to them as well as the organizer, and if it is an event for schools, you have already agreed previously on a way of deeper evaluation made by their teacher. Your main task will be to take care of everything, literally. You're supposed to be ready to be the librarian for a while, to help with promotion and finding readers, to talk with the books, to talk with partners, to take care of the media and to keep the whole process going. If something happens, you are the one who needs to solve it. The work of librarians is very well organized. You have a big poster with numbers of tables and books titles with a timeline. You have different kind of markers to draw a blue rectangle, 30 minutes, when the book is borrowed, red if there is a break and green if there is a reservation. You have one volunteer to pick up books and lead the reader to a table with numbers. When the last reader enters the reading room, the librarians can clean the space and count the readings. You can start with reading evaluation. If you spoke with readers, you probably got some testimonies to be shared. Write them down. Till the end of readings, you have tough time. You need to prepare a final circle, evaluation of books, and certificates with a small gift. We always give the books a book donated by the sponsor. When the last reader finishes, give the books 5 minutes break and read the last feedback forms. Now it is time for a final sharing circle. The structure of your speech is clear. Firstly, sit down and thank them for doing a good job, because they did. Secondly, you should summarize the numbers, share the testimonies, and ask books for their feedback. Do not forget to prepare for it before the actual activity. Hang on the wall 4 flip charts with icons of heart, which means what you liked the most, baggage, what you're taking home with you or what you learned, and tools, what you would like to change and how, and questionnaire for testimonies. Play music and give books 7 to 10 minutes to write it down. After that, sit in a circle and put the papers in the middle of the circle so everyone can read it. Now the final circle starts. During the closing circle, you should give each participant a certificate of participation and summarize overall the event. There are a few points to be said before closing the event itself. The Human Library Edu is not finished with the event. The readers will come home, to school, to work, and they will be talking about the experience as something interesting, something new and fruitful. So the books helped to put a seed in the ground to create a strong tree in the future. It takes a lot of energy, and books take part in Human Library for free. This is something extraordinary. You should thank them and share with them next steps and plans you have, and ask them if they would like to come. As the last thing in your final speech, you should thank the sponsors, volunteers, and librarians, because without them, you would not be able to do it.